Alright, so today I wanted to cover a topic that's pretty cool. Glaciers. Get it? Cool? Because glaciers are made of ice? Anyway, I feel like other than Ice Ages, quality movies by the way, they aren't spoken enough about in terms of how they sculpted our surroundings. These massive ice blocks have been shaping our planet for thousands of years with very little attention, so I wanted to show how powerful they really are. So, what exactly is a glacier? Well, by the Oxford definition, it's a slowly moving mass or river of ice formed by the accumulation and compaction of snow on mountains or near the poles. But basically just a steamroller, but a lot slower and made of ice. So, not really like a steamroller, but you get my point. Glaciers are powerful agents of change, but seem to be overlooked. Let's talk about how glaciers have literally shaped our world. You know all those lovely landscapes you can either see in real life or in pictures? The lakes, the valleys, the mountains. Turns out glaciers are responsible for a lot. The beautiful U-shaped valley in the Lake District? Yep, thank a glacier. The dramatic Scottish lochs? Glaciers again. Even the ever so charming Great Lakes across the pond? All down to glaciers. Basically, glaciers were the original DIY enthusiasts. They reshape Earth's surface by slowly moving and eroding the land beneath them, carving out valleys, fjords and other features. As they advance, glaciers pluck and abrade rocks, and when they retreat, they leave behind deposits like moraines and lakes, dramatically altering the landscape. Now, here's the fun part. Glaciers are slow. I mean, really slow. We're talking about the kind of speed that makes London traffic look like Formula 1. These bad boys move at about 10 to 200 metres a year, if they're feeling particularly sprightly. But don't be fooled by their lack of urgency. Over thousands of years, they've moved more earth than the average landlord does rent increases. And unlike your broadband connection, when glaciers go slow, they actually accomplish something. Imagine that. This is called calving. It's when glaciers decide they're done with a piece of ice and dramatically dump it into the ocean. It's the closest thing glaciers have to a temper tantrum. And let me tell you, when they do, well, it's actually quite impressive. This is the only time when a glacier actually moves quite quick. But all jokes aside, our frosty friends are in a bit of a situation. Thanks to climate change, they are melting faster than they ever have before. And while that might sound like an easy way to refill your ice cube tray, it's actually pretty bad news for all of us. As glaciers melt, they contribute to rising sea levels, which is fantastic if you've always wanted to live in Venice, but not so much if you're attached to your beachfront property. The oceans currently have risen over 400 feet since the last glacial maximum, which is basically the last ice age, so about 20,000 years ago. So if you like your planet, maybe don't leave all the lights on at night. Just a thought. And hey, the glaciers will appreciate it too. So, the next time you're admiring a mountain or strolling through a valley, give a little nod to the glaciers. They've done more DIY in the last 10,000 years than most of us will ever do in our entire life.